Last time I made a video was like 2 months ago, just a live video talking to you guys. And I talked about the markets falling. Take a look at this chart right here, your Bitcoin chart, and put it on weekly. I'll put it up for you right here. This is where we're at right now. And we're going to have one more chance to buy up the market before it takes off. So for all you guys out there who want the opportunity, another opportunity to grab some low prices for cryptocurrencies, this is your opportunity. Remember, these Bitcoin ETFs, they have some Bitcoin, but they would prefer to grab a lot more Bitcoin further down. I'm thinking Bitcoin is going to hit around 15,000, 10,000 and just spike, and the whole market is going to take off. Watch this video right here from Harvey Dent. Everything he's saying is exactly what I'm thinking. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you hit the like button. And remember this chart right here. And this is where we are at. I'll see you guys later. Peace.
Hi, Harry here for the rant on Friday, January the 12th. I'm going to focus on Bitcoin again here today for two reasons. One is that one of my subscribers accused me of being a little bit crazy for saying that Bitcoin could be peaking after this bounce around 48,000. This person was like, oh my gosh, this ETF is the golden gun. This thing's going to go to the moon after this. The other reason is Bitcoin is the lead dog in the whole new wave of innovation. You can call it cryptocurrency, you can call it blockchain, whatever, but what it's really about is the digitization of all financial assets in the world. And when I first heard that phrase from Mark Yusko at a conference he was speaking out of mine years ago, the light bulb went off for me, because I'm one of the few guys in the world that knows what that number is. About $630 trillion in financial assets globally, okay? 6 times global GDP currently, around 105 trillion. This is the next big thing, and it is still in the early stages. And you have a baby bubble and a baby bubble burst when this happens, okay? And the dot-coms and Amazon already went through this. They had their baby bubble in the late 90s and a big burst. People don't realize that Amazon went from $6 to $136 in a few years when it went public in 98, and right back down to $6, down 96%. And it's the leading global retailer electronically on the internet today, and was even back then in a smaller market, okay? So you have to look at things objectively. You can't listen to the hype. And yes, Bitcoin crashed, and yes, Bitcoin's got a lot of potential. I'm the one that has come out and, comparing it to Amazon, said, you know what, the comp, if it continues to follow Amazon up and down in this baby bubble, and then into its mature bubble, into about 2037 when the millennials first peak, it would be $780,000. If I just take the simplest logic, which I used in an argument the other night because I didn't have much time. If Bitcoin made it to 69,000 in the first 12 to 13 year boom bubble, okay? After this crash, the next 12 to 13 boom, which would take us right into that number, 2037, so, okay? Just exponentially, 10x. 690,000, very close to that 780,000 number. So this is a big deal, and I think we are going to see, this is not the time to jump back in Bitcoin based on its strength here. And I do think we're going to see one more wave down, okay? And that's the biggest issue here. Because if you look at Bitcoin, and all my, Bitcoin and crypto friends down here in Puerto Rico, they're very well aware of this 4-year cycle, okay? Every 4 years, This thing surges for about a year or a little more dramatically, and then crashes in about the same time, a year or a little more, okay? Every 4 years. It just did it from 2020, late 2020 to 21 surge, and then crashed into late 2022. Now, I'll tell you in a few minutes why I don't think that was the bottom. But you look before, it surged from late 2016 into 2017 and crashed into late 2018, early 2019 dramatically and put in a low, okay? Before that, surged into 2014, crashed into 2015. So this is the thing. But when I look at this, and from an Elliott wave perspective, okay, I see the whole boom thus far, knowing this is a longer term trend, okay? Knowing it's one of two major trends you expect to see in a 45-year technology cycle, like the personal computer trend that came first, and then the internet that came to augment it, okay, and expand it, okay? Well, this crypto is just the first stage of something. I don't know what the next stage is going to be, but it'll be another big deal, okay? But that's where we are in the whole universe. And this is how free market capitalism works. When the subscriber says, you're crazy, it's going to shoot to the moon, my first answer is, it already did. Are you aware that since its low in early to mid-September, Bitcoin's gone up 91% in 4 months? Find me something else that's gone up 91% in 4 months. That is shooting to the moon, okay? So it is doing everything. It is volatile, but it did go up in a broader wave over 13 years into 2001. It's had a big crash. I call that the A wave down. This bounce, which I do think is peaking in the 48,000. I've already said to newsletter subscribers recently, it could go as high as 52 here, or it could be turning down already. It's already gone back below 46,000 after hitting 48, okay? That is the B wave top, not a new high, not a new wave, okay? And a C wave crash into 2024. And I'm looking for the same in stocks. And I can't expect stocks to go down if Bitcoin, the lead dog in this whole short-term revolution here, is not going down, okay? So I expect a big stock crash in 2024 that's already started, I think, and Bitcoin to put in that C wave. And again, folks, if you just look at the chart, you know, the naked chart, and you didn't know what it was, it would be crystal clear where this fifth wave peak in an A, B, C correction goes back to the fourth wave low before the fifth wave peak, late 2018, early 2019. That's 3,250 to 4,000 on Bitcoin. That's an objective view, if you didn't know what this chart was, of where it should go. Now, it may, again, a lot of people I know in crypto, the more common, and they've been expecting this, okay? The smart people I talk to in crypto have expected it to go to 10 to 11. So that's the alternate target. I think if it breaks down again, it's going to go below there, frankly, because too many people expect that. So that's what we're looking at here. Crypto has tended, Bitcoin has tended to lead stocks by roughly 2 to 3 weeks, closer to 2 on average, but up to 3 weeks, okay? So I am looking for Bitcoin, if it's peaked here at 48 and is going to continue to go down after already coming down a couple thousand points there, just when everybody would expect it to keep running like crazy, okay? If it keeps going down, then that's going to say we're in this C wave downturn and stocks should follow, okay? So what am I looking for here short term? With Bitcoin as the guide, if we can break above 52,000 here, it would tell me, no, we probably did put in a low around 16,000 on Bitcoin in the late 2022 low, okay, that first big crash, okay? If instead it goes back and can break back below 41,000 here short term, then it's likely in this C wave down, this final wave down, and it should go down at least to 10 to 11, and I think 3,250 to 4,100 is really the best target, okay? And that is major, and that is going to create the single biggest buy opportunity in any of our lifetimes, okay? I would not be able to find you an individual stock or even an index, a great, tech-driven index like the NASDAQ, that would do better than if you could buy Bitcoin somewhere in the 3,000 to 4,000 range, or even 10 to 11, and its target in the next extended boom into 2037, supported by the millennials finally, would take it to 780,000 or at least 690. Okay, so this is a big deal, and I am watching Bitcoin like a hawk here. And again, the key question mark here, in the normal 4-year cycle, after that peak into late 2021, it would just take a 1-year crash roughly to go to the next bottom, okay? And that, in this case, would have been 16,000. It would be over. But since it is the third bubble in a larger 5-wave, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sequence, which is only the first major wave up for Bitcoin in a longer cycle, okay? You would expect this 2-wave crash to be longer than the normal and deeper than the normal 1-wave crash off of that extreme high. And that's why I'm looking for stocks to go down further and Bitcoin to lead it into around late 2024, give or take. And that could last longer or a little shorter. But that's still my preferred scenario. Okay? And that's what I think everybody should be thinking. And it doesn't matter whether you believe in Bitcoin or cryptocurrency. It is the lead dog here. It is acting just like the dot-coms and Amazon did. And that was the last big technology revolution. It wasn't just computers anymore and technology. It was online retailing. Okay? Well, digitization of all financial assets. Like I said to begin this, there's nothing I can see bigger than this. And this next surge should be all about that. And so I continue to watch Bitcoin. If it breaks 41,000 here, look out. Things could go a lot lower. Now, even very short term, if I step back even closer, if we can just break 48,000, it increases the chances that we've already put in low. And if we just break 45,500, it increases the odds we're going to see a new low. So again, I will keep my subscribers updated on this very important trend. It couldn't be more important than this, and everybody should be watching Bitcoin.